Wow, good. Oh, that's a little bit closer than I thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, seriously, when I set this up, everything was perfect. And then I pressed play and it like was way in my face. Oh, okay, well, good morning. It's another edition of Coffee with Emily. And today, in the spirit of the holidays, isn't my cup adorable? I am enjoying a cup of bulletproof coffee. And a lot of people had recommended this a while back. And my best friend, she's a nutritionist and she loves bulletproof coffee. What it is coffee, butter, coconut oil, heavy whipping cream, and then a little bit of your choice of sweetener, which I recommend like honey or like stevia in the raw or something like that. So anyway, it is part of the ketogenic lifestyle. Lots of fats, high fat diet, low and no carb. And I've actually lost 12 pounds in the last 8 weeks, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't feel like I have a lot to lose. I'm just trying to trim up and feel better. And hey, the best part about all this, even more so than the weight loss, is the fact that I don't fart or burp anymore. And I don't know if you know me, but that's like part of who I am. I always thought, like, I guess I'm just like part man or something, because I have always been extremely gassy, like extremely gassy. I've always felt really bad for my husband, but I'm like, hey, you married me, it's who I am. But you know what? It's not who I am. It was all about my diet. Everything that I ate caused gas, and I was miserable all the time. And poor Keith was miserable as well, but that's besides the point. But now that I'm low carb, I feel amazing because I don't have all that trapped air. It's great. But anyway, you know, with the TMI, but we're actually going to discuss some TMI today too. So the topic of discussion today is my deodorant cleanse. So I'm having an armpit cleanse right now, y'all. And I would say it feels great, but more or less it just doesn't smell that great. Now, all of y'all are probably like, ew, that's so gross. And everybody that I have told is like, ew. Like the thought of going without deodorant blows people's minds. And I don't know why. I mean, it's deodorant. I mean, if you smell a little bit, it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm walking around and like I have this like green fog behind me like in cartoons. It's not like that at all. I just a little bit of a stench, right? So the reason I'm doing this deodorant cleanse is because I noticed that I had a film on my armpit. No matter how much I was cleaning and scrubbing in the shower, I had this film that just like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just this awful, like, almost like sticky feeling that I couldn't get off. And then I would put more deodorant on afterwards and it would just get worse. I mean, to the point that I couldn't even shave my armpit smoothly because this like film was like, it wouldn't let the razor glide against my skin. And I'm like, you know what? There's no way that this can be healthy. There's no way. And so I decided to go on a deodorant cleanse. And I did check my deodorant and it says antiperspirant and deodorant. And I haven't done my research on it, but I think that antiperspirant is like the biggie there. And that's why it's leaving that residue, because it's literally clogging up your pores and stopping your body from doing its natural thing, which is to sweat. So once I get through this deodorant cleanse, I'm going to look for a deodorant that doesn't have the antiperspirant in it, and possibly even look for a organic or non-chemical way to do this. So I'm about a week in. I'm a week in deodorant free. Now, how does that make everybody feel? Are you grossed out? Now, let me tell you my experience. The first 3 to 4 days, it was like any other day because I had so much of a residue of deodorant on my armpits that it was like I still had deodorant on. So it didn't matter that I wasn't applying it every day. I would shower, I would scrub, and it would still be on there. And so I was good. Okay, so day 5 and 6, I noticed that about halfway through the day, I'm in the bathroom and I am scrubbing my armpits, right? So, I mean, I can't really go all day, especially if I was, you know, with the kids all day and then like maybe we go out somewhere that evening or maybe that afternoon. I'm having to do like a mid-armpit scrub, right? Just to make sure that I don't have that green fog behind me. But it's not really been that big of a deal. Now, at my tanning salon, I sell a can of, it's odor neutralizer by California Tan. and you spray it typically on yourself right after a spray tan, so you don't smell like spray tans, and it kind of gives you that nice matte finish so you're not sticky. But it's also awesome for when you go to a restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant, and then you go back to work and you smell like Mexican restaurant all day, or you go to your in-laws' house on Sunday, which I do every Sunday, and she's an incredible cook, but I smell like fried chicken all day, so it's awesome. I just spray it on my skin, and I smell like pears and peaches instead of like fried chicken or Mexican food. So anyway, what I've been doing is I have been spraying a little bit of that on my armpits just to help with maybe some fragrance that I don't want my armpits to smell like. But it's not been that bad. So if you guys have any recommendations for me when it comes to organic deodorant, or maybe a more like natural way to have your armpits smell good so I don't have to do that midday armpit scrub, you know, let me know. So comment and let me know, or maybe even tag someone that is, you know, someone who has done a deodorant cleanse themselves, and you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, I highly recommend it. Let's figure out a way to keep our armpits healthy and smelling good. Y'all, I seriously would like to dress up one day for my video, but it just doesn't make any sense. I do these things when I have the time, and I don't ever have time. So cheers with my keto coffee. And I totally lied, it's actually just water because I don't like coffee. But I do drink the bulletproof coffee when I'm in the mood for coffee. So that was just a little white lie, and y'all didn't know till the end. Okay, you guys, have a fabulous day, and let's free those arms.